That these are points that we've been making every year. This is nothing new. But the comparisons are important because, well, in terms of the comparison with the territorial waters, it's about the amount of tuna that we have per unit area and how much it's sustainable to harvest. And Spain is a particularly active tuna fishing nation, and yet we have a disproportionately high quota compared to theirs. And then in terms of per capita, well, I mean, how much, I suppose, how much tuna can a town of 30,000 people eat?
What do you think would be sustainable? Is there a figure, or what would you like to see permitted?
That's a good question, because our position has been really that this industry, because it is an industry as well as an activity, is split into commercial and recreational. And if you do some research, you'll find that in the UK and in Spain, these are split very specifically so that recreational licenses will permit you to do X, Y, and Z, which is always in tandem with conservation. Has to be supervised, people have to be trained, there has to be very tight supervision. And we have asked open questions about that in the past because we believe government is regulating here. There's a lot of information online, but what there's less of is that we have recreational licenses, and yet we're finding tuna making its way into our community. So this is very distinct to our understanding of how these licenses are applied elsewhere.
GONHS has been campaigning with regard to illegal fishing in Gibraltar waters since the 1990s, actually, for a very long time. I was a child when that first began, and in fact, even to the point of holding meetings with fishermen from the other side of the border and so forth. It's something that we still remind the government of, and it's certainly not something that we've ever forgotten.
We also have a question from Willie. He says that while he has a lot of respect for both the GONHS and the ESG, he's concerned that both NGOs are adopting a model of selective activism similar to Verdema. He says bunkering, GIF nets, filthy beaches, commercial fishing and raw sewage, he says, are far bigger concerns than rod and line fishermen.
I think Janet's about to give you...
That?
Yeah.
I've had nothing but countless conversations with the community members affected by all sorts of problems that we're having from the east side, from the reclamation, from the sewage, and it's on the top of our list. And we are actively working and lobbying to make sure that these issues that we manage are done to the highest standards, and that the projects that we all want to see in place are completed as soon as possible. So I'm afraid I do not accept that at all.
I'm going to say further to that I mean the ESG has its ambit, which is more sort of public health oriented, and we focus more on conservation. Yeah. I think that absolutely nobody can accuse the ESG and Janet of ignoring those issues that have been highlighted.